Good morning, students. Today we will study about some of the important properties of whole numbers. So the first property is closure property. Closure property says that the sum of any two whole numbers is always a whole number. Means you can see the expression here. A plus B is equal to C, means A is a whole number, B is a whole number. When we add these two, we will get the whole number. So this expression shows the closure property for addition. Now this property is applicable in the multiplication operation also. So here is the expression. A into B means when we take the product of a whole number with another whole number, so the result will be a whole number. So this property says that the product of any two whole numbers will always be a whole number. So here A is a whole number, B is a whole number, and the result is also a whole number. Now let's understand these expressions with the help of examples. First one, for addition. When we add 1 plus 2, we will get 3, which is a whole number. When we add 0 and 1, we will get 1, which is also a whole number. So this shows closure property of addition. Now multiplication. When we multiply 0 with 15, we will get 0. And 0 is a whole number. In the same manner, when we multiply 7 by 8, we will get 56, which is also a whole number. You can take any of the numbers, and when we will take product of that, we will definitely get whole number. Now the question arises, is this property applicable to subtraction and division also? No. This closure property is not applicable in the subtraction operation and division operation. Let's understand this thing also with the help of these examples. Now see here, subtraction. When we subtract 2 from 6, we will get 4, which is a whole number. But when we subtract this 8, this greater number, from a smaller number, we will get negative of 1, means minus 1 we will get, which is an integer. So integer are not whole numbers. Integer we will discuss in the next chapter. So here we are getting minus 1, which is not a whole number. So that means this closure property is not applicable in subtraction. Now division. When we divide this 8 by 2, we will get 4, which is a whole number. But when we divide 5 by 7, we will get 5 upon 7, which is a fraction, and fraction is not a whole number. So in the same manner, this closure property is not applicable in the division operation. So closure property is applicable only in the case of addition and multiplication. Now the second property is commutative property. The other name for the commutative property is order property. Why? Let's understand this thing. The expression for the commutative property for addition is A plus B is equal to B plus A. Here A and B are whole numbers. So this commutative property of addition says the sum of any two whole numbers, or the sum of any whole numbers, remains the same whatever be the order of the numbers. Means, let's understand this thing with the help of an example. When we add 5 plus 4, we will get 9. Now when we reverse, when we change the orders of these numbers, means 4 will come here and 5 will come here. 4 plus 5 will also be equal to 9. Means we will get the same answer irrespective of the orders of the numbers. So that is the main reason this property is also known as the order property, because it does not depend upon the order of the numbers. Now this is the expression for commutative property of multiplication. When we take the product of any whole numbers, so the result will always remains the same, whatever be the order of their numbers. So expression is A into B is equal to B into A. Example, 5 into 4 will be 20, and when we change the order of the numbers, 4 into 5 will be equal to 20. That means both these numbers are same. Both these numbers are same, means we will get the same result irrespective of the order of the numbers. So is this property, commutative property, applicable to the subtraction and division also? Try some examples with yourself and see whether this commutative property is applicable to division and subtraction. Now the third property is associative property, or we can say the other name for the associative property is grouping property. Now let's understand why it is named as grouping property. First we will see the operation, addition operation. Expression for the addition is A plus B. We are taking A plus B as a single group and we are adding C with that group. Means we are grouping A plus B together and C is outside. Will be equal to A plus B plus C. We are taking here B plus C in one group and A is left alone. So this associative property of addition says when we add 3 or more whole numbers in any grouping, so the sum of the whole numbers remains same. Let's see this thing with the help of example. 97 plus 3 plus 7. So in this example we have grouped 97 and 3 together. When we will have to solve this bracket. So when we will add 97 with 3, we will get 100. 100 and plus 7 will be 107. Now in the second expression, 97 plus 3 plus 7. In this we have grouped 3 and 7 together. So first we will have to solve this bracket. When we solve this bracket, 3 plus 7 will become 10 and 10 plus 97 will be equal to 107. So that means it does not depend upon the grouping. The answer will always remains the same. It does not depend upon the grouping of the numbers. Now this associative property is also applicable for the multiplication operation. Expression will be A into B, which is grouped together, into C will be equal to A into B into C. Here B and C are grouped together. Let's see an example. 5 into 4 into 10. Here 5 and 4 are grouped together. So first we will have to solve the bracket. 5 and 4 will be 20. 20 into 10, 200. Now in the second expression, 5 into 4 into 10. Here we are taking 4 and 10 together. When we will solve this 4 into 10, we will get 40, and 40 into 5 will be equal to 200. That means the result in both the cases remains the same. That is the main reason this associative property is also known as the grouping property, because it does not depend upon the grouping of the numbers. The answer or the result will remain the same. Now, the last property of the whole numbers is distributive property of multiplication over addition. Distributive, as the name suggests, distribute means divide करना, किसी चीज को distribute करना, बांटना. So here is the expression for this property: a into bracket b plus c. Means in the bracket we will have addition, and outside this bracket we are having a number which we will have to distribute among these two numbers which are in the bracket. So when we solve this bracket, what we will get? A into b means first a will multiply with this b plus whatever sign will be there. Means if it is plus sign here, so the plus sign will come here. If minus sign is there, so minus sign will come here. So after that a will multiply with this c. So the expression will be a into b plus a into c. Let's understand this thing also with the help of this example. 5 into 4 plus 6. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि हमें ऐसे अगर हम डिवाइड करेंगे इसको तो ये हमारा और भी ज़्यादा हमारा डिफ़िकल्ट हो जाएगा इसको सॉल्व करना. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. जैसे अगर आप यहाँ पर देखें 5 इंटू 4 प्लस 6 ये है. अगर हम ब्रैकेट को सॉल्व करें तो हमारा आंसर 50 आएगा. बट अगर हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रॉपर्टी के अकॉर्डिंग सॉल्व करें तो ये 5 पहले 4 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करेगा. देन प्लस साइन इज देयर, सो वी विल हैव टू पुट प्लस साइन हियर. नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टेप, इन द नेक्स्ट स्टेप वी विल हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई दिस 5 विद 6. So 5 4s are 20 plus 5 6s are 30. 20 and 30 will be equal to 50. Now the use of this property we can understand with this example. यहाँ पर ये जो छोटी कैलकुलेशंस होती हैं जहाँ पर आपके स्मॉलर नंबर्स होते हैं, वहाँ पर इस प्रॉपर्टी का यूज आपको ऐसा लगेगा जैसे कि हम कैलकुलेशंस को डिफिकल्ट बना रहे हैं. बट व्हेन वी विल यूज दिस प्रॉपर्टी इन द लार्जर नंबर्स, हियर एज यू कैन सी हियर वी विल हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई 115 विद 101. नाउ अगर आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो आपको सबसे पहले ये 115 का टेबल नहीं आता है, तो आपको कॉलम मेथड यूज करना पड़ेगा. बट with the use of this distributive property we can write this 101 as 100 plus 1. अब हमारा ये कैलकुलेशन कैसे होगा? हमारा जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रॉपर्टी कहता है जो भी हमारा एक्सप्रेशन, जो भी हमारा नंबर ब्रैकेट के बाहर है, सो वो नंबर हमारा जो ब्रैकेट के अंदर सम है, सम के जो नंबर्स हैं उसमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगा. So 115 first multiply with 100, plus sign is there, so we will have to put plus sign here. Now in the next step 115 will multiply with this 1. Now it is quite easy to multiply 115 with 100. We will write the number and put 2 zeros, and 115 ones are 115. When we add these numbers we will get 11,615. So this property is more useful while doing the calculation for the larger numbers.